If you give up, you never wanted it. Hey, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Nothing's changed, really, right? I think I seen 3, 8, 40, 50, 60, something like that when I looked at it earlier this morning. What's going on with crypto, right? That seems to be the big question. We're all looking for some kind of answer. We can't seem to really figure it out or put our finger on exactly what's going on at the moment with the price. But you know what we can put our finger on and know right now? We got Samantha over there in the chat.
Good morning, everyone.
How are you today, Samantha?
I'm good.
So what do you think about the price of Bitcoin? Taking a slide backwards, I think it was down 0.88, going near a full percent.
I don't know. I'm kind of getting used to
sliding down.
I mean, it's going to take a lot. Like, you know, we're going to have to drop a whole 1,000 in a day for you to be like, ooh.
So you think we're going to go down to, you think we're going to go see 3,000?
I hope not. But, I mean, that was what my bottom was. I mean, I really hope it doesn't go lower than 3,000. I mean, you know, you shake a magic 8 ball.
How can you make fun of me on my show? All right, Samantha. I guess would you mind pulling up the coin? Well, not CoinMarketCap, but Coin Paprika, the screen share stuff, so that we can go ahead and take a look at this market together, see what we got going on, try to figure out what's happening. I do want to give a shout out. We got a donation last night to the Tally Fund for the Forbidden Kingdom. We'll take a look at that here in a little while, but I do want to say thank you very much. I know that it has to be hard to donate with these prices going down, so you deserve a little bit more of a shout out than just the standard thank you. All right. All right, let's see. What do we got going on here? Well, we got that BTC dominance hanging out at 54.75%. Can't complain about that, right? We got the BTC price, $3,390. Did I say 3.8? I meant 3.3. Sorry.
You did say 3.8.
I did.
That's
that's high. No, sorry, 3.3. Looks like we just gained a little bit. We're up or down 0.74, looking like we're down 19% pretty much on the 7-day. We got XRP coming in at 29.8 cents. That's down 1.3% in the 24 hours, down 19.88 on the 7-day. We got Ethereum definitely losing all that support at $100, falling below the $90 support line, coming in at $89.14, and we're even looking at that's a 4% gain on the 24-hour. But I mean, when I got into this stuff, Ethereum was $7. Yeah. And if we're supposed to be possibly going all the way back to those kind of numbers and retesting all cryptocurrencies, we're going to be looking, at a $20, $30 Ethereum. We're going to be looking at that $1,500 Bitcoin. We're going to be looking at a lot of altcoins at the sub-penny prices. I'm not trying to say that that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm just saying that, if this is what is going to happen with people predicting a $1,500 Bitcoin, we will be seeing those kinds of prices again across the market. So we're going to be looking at, we got Stellar's XLMs coming in at 11.2 cents. That's pretty much some sideways movement with an up 0.4, and that's down 32.4%. So they don't really need to lose anymore today. We got Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision on the other side of Bitcoin Cash. Once again, I told you they're battling, flipping back and forth. A lot of stuff occurring over there. The war is not over, even though they have said ceasefire at the moment. We're seeing legal battles being drawn up now, and here we go with the price. We got Satoshi's Vision coming in at $102. That's down 1.22%. That's a 9.3% gain over the week. We got Bitcoin Cash. That's Bitcoin ABC, who's been assuming the BCH name, coming in at $98. And that's a 5% loss overnight and a 45.55% loss over the week. As we look down here, we're seeing EOS come near that $1.50 mark with a $1.68. That's down only a 0.5%. And down 43.1% of the week. We got Litecoin at $24 even.
Crazy.
Down 4%, 28 on the week.
Ooh.
Do we even want to look at Steam? Are we going to be seeing that 19-cent Steam like we used to know?
Penny. Wow. Yeah, I mean, It does seem a lot like, I mean, I remember.
24 cents.
Oh,
Yep, I
yeah.
remember 24 cents for Steam back in the day when we were using EOBot to cloud mine when we first started in our first 3 weeks or something of understanding cryptocurrency.
I know, before you even built the little Frankenstein.
All right, here we go with down 0.34. That's not a big deal there.
Yeah.
32% on the week.
Steam back dollar.
Steam back dollar. Steam back. And here we go. 59 cents. Yeah, they have definitely decoupled. Either that or this is ridiculously below valued and you could buy anything.
They're swirling the drain, people.
Look at that on the year. A 92% drop
right?
on the year. That's crazy.
Wow.
All right, let's look at the Mirror multiple. If that's not any better, let's see. The Mirror multiple has historically been higher than today's value, 90.51% of the time. I have never seen the Mirror multiple in the 90s.
No. I mean, we didn't use it all the time, but yes, there's not. It's usually in the 60 or 70 area. That's what I get all the time.
So, I mean, this is a really good indicator. I mean, Trace Mayer has been in the space since the beginning. I mean, he was getting it at a quarter. Is that when he started picking up? It was a nickel or a quarter or something like that when he started picking up Bitcoin. I mean, he is definitely a long-term hodler. He is definitely talking about the extremes of Bitcoin when he says that everybody needs an air-gapped computer and they need to be running their own node in order to validate their own transactions. He takes monetary sovereignty to the next level. And this is his personal indicator. And according to this indicator, I mean, you can't go wrong with buying Bitcoin. Not that I'm telling anybody financial advice and to go out and, take the nest egg and buy a bunch of Bitcoin with it. I'm just saying that according to the Mirror multiple, you can't go wrong.
Almost 91% of the time. So far, historically.
All right. Here we go with the tally fund. I mean, as always, I got to tell you guys what we got going on here. Here at Bitcoin and Coffee, me and Samantha, we're all about spreading Bitcoin awareness. We run this completely as a not-for-profit. We don't put any of this money in our pocket. Everything that goes to the donational addresses goes back into the channel here, and everything that goes to this tally fund goes to creating Bitcoin flyers, paying for travel expenses and tickets in order to get me and Samantha into electric music festivals. The one we're looking at right now is the Forbidden Kingdom in Boca Raton. It's going to be February 16th and 17th. As we get closer, we're going to go ahead and start maybe make up 2 or 3 different flyers, maybe put a poll over on Twitter to see which one you guys like the best. I think we're going to continue along with the same ideal of no words and embedded QR codes in order to give people the tools they need to get started with Bitcoin. I think it went over really well last time. I have video of all of that. You can go back and check on my feed on YouTube or pretty much whatever social media you're watching on. I think I uploaded it everywhere. And I mean, I have to say thank you. I mean, with these markets being down and our goal of $700, we still have quite a ways to go. We got 53 days in order to be able to collect these funds in order to make this happen. We're pretty much getting really close to being able to buy our first ticket right now. But I mean, we had Paul Rouleau generously give us a donation last night during our episode. And now we have another anonymous donation that happened early this morning, as you can see, and we appreciate it very much. With these prices being down, I know that people are hodling hard when it comes to their cryptocurrency. Yeah. I know that a majority of you guys bought in last year during the FOMO prices. So, parting ways with it is not the easiest thing to do, and I do appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
I do talk about this being like a carbon offset. We do all have to get out there and do our part, and we have no problem getting out there doing the legwork here at Bitcoin and Coffee. I mean, we love getting out there, shaking hands and telling people about this wonderful digital peer-to-peer transaction that eliminates all third parties and the government. All right, let's go ahead and stop the screen share. Let's pop out the backyard. Hey, look, it's a nice morning. And here's the chat for Samantha. Good morning, you guys. I hope you're all having a good one out there. I'm enjoying my morning. What about you, Samantha?
Pretty good.
I mean, I know we got to go to work here after the show and all of that, but It's a nice morning. The temperature is not bad. I'm happy to be waking up as always. The Bitcoin price, it's not the greatest, but of course, it's not our sole interest, right?
No, I mean, I don't know. I'm happy we got a Christmas tree last night. We're gonna get it decorate. My birthday is tomorrow. There's lots of other things.
Oh, you're letting people know. I wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't sure if you wanted to let people know.
I'm super old, people, and it's tomorrow. Okay.
Are we gonna give them a number?
It's real close to 40. No. I'm not gonna have a pity party, so it'll be fine. It's whatever. But I mean, I am happy for other things other than just Bitcoin price. I mean, yeah, that should not be your sole reason of existence.
When Lambo, right?
Yes, because when that starts happening, then I mean, it's really hard to be happy when that's all you care about. All right, so we got Silent Lamb. We have Andy Anderson saying morning. Our Rafterman says morning, and that he loves us. Yay.
Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are getting out here this morning, having a cup of coffee with me.
Watchman is here.
Nice,
Andy Anderson said that he sent some BTC to our fund.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, buddy. I really do appreciate it. I mean, like I keep saying over and over again, thank you, because with the prices being down, that's hard to do.
All right. Silent Lamb says, I know this. What? I know this. My bottom is close. If we hit 3K, I'm all in, but would rather it turn around. I know, right? It's that whole, well, I mean, I want to buy more, but I don't want it to plummet that far.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't want it to plummet that far either. I just keep thinking to myself, though, that if we do start looking at a $1,500 Bitcoin, I'm just saying, you know me, right? Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. If we start looking at a $1,500 Bitcoin, what do I do? What do we do? What's the process? What's the procedure? How do we come out a winner on the other side of all of this? And it's like, I'm trying to think of every single $1,500 I could pull out of anywhere, because I know that Bitcoin is going to $100,000 in the next 5 years. Right.
I mean, yes, that's what I that's what I believe too.
What would I not do for $500,000 that can completely change not only mine and your life, Samantha, but our entire families? Because it's not like we're not,
Oh yeah, our family has helped us, and somebody would get gifted a car or something.
I'd even give the criminal brothers money.
Right.
Maybe they'd stop being criminals.
I got some uncles in hiding. I could probably, I mean, I don't know. It's always good and it's bad. I mean, because yes, if you didn't, just like how when you look back hindsight this and you think of how when it was that cheap and you were like, man, if we just had held on, like that's when we were buying stupid stuff with your, the shift card and like the jet skis and the engines and the stuff that we did stuff with. And it's like, if you look back that way, yes, I mean, you're going to hate your life.
Like, I mean, second opportunities don't come around very often, right? I mean, if we start looking at it, because perspective is everything in life.
So cosmic replay, like just boop back.
Yeah, but it's not for everybody, because a lot of people are going to be scared. A lot of people are going to say, oh, well, look at Bitcoin. It went up to $20,000 and then shot all the way down the following year to this price. You can't predict this. I'm not buying it. I'm not going to get involved. I'm afraid of losing money.
Yeah.
But the ones of us that are like firm believers, the fanaticals, the ones that are willing to kind of gamble and risk it all, the ones that aren't going to give up on this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of, I guess, like how when you were saying Trace Mayer and like how Adam Meister and all these people, I mean, when you were buying Bitcoins, plural, at dollars, like that, it all has to just be a relative. I mean, you're in the gains no matter what, unless it literally goes back to $1.
Yeah, but
or whatever you bought it at.
I'm talking about us, people now that don't own the full Bitcoin, looking at possibly being able for the first time to be able to own 5.
Yeah.
I mean, think of what it would have been. What would it have taken for us to own 5 Bitcoin at 15,000?
Yeah.
Never happening.
Yeah.
1,500? Could we own 5?
I mean, it would be
scrounging,
hard.
pulling everything together. Dumping a car, maybe, right?
Yeah, maybe.
That could change your life.
Yeah. I mean,
permanently.
I guess I don't worry, and you don't worry quite as much, because we are looking at as this as retirement. So it's like it could take 20 years as long as by the time we, it just needs to be that dollar amount by then.
All right. What do we got going on in the chat? We didn't even pick up on the news yet.
Oh, well. We have our Afterman said that he is happy with these prices. Buy now. Buy. Silent Web says we sell our asses, buy extra Vaseline, and make mad gains. No one prostitutes themselves. Okay. Bitcoin is not worth it. Democratic Party enforcer. Okay, Bitcoiners got hit hardcore. They lost massive amounts of money in their investments. They're in pain right now. Why, thank you, Democratic Party. Oh, Lord.
All right.
Silent Lamb says, all you got to remember is 100 ETH was 150K at Christmas, now 10K. Oh, give or take. Bargain. I mean, yes, everything is down. Yeah, whatever you believe in.
I guess it's going to be, what's the bounce back look like? You know, they're not all going to bounce back the same.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to, I see the struggle for Ethereum being harder to get back up there to the all-time high prices than what it was the first time around, because they had first mover advantage. There was no other platforms that were quite like Ethereum. Now we got dozens of platforms that are like Ethereum. So they really are going to have to step up their game, because it seems like before, centralization and decentralization was always a big concern for people in the cryptocurrency market when it came to these altcoins. And now it seems like people are not concerned with that as much. So when you can centralize a coin and take away the fees like you see in EOS and stuff like that, you know, it brings real competition to Ethereum to be able to gain that kind of value once again.
Yeah, I mean, there are more coins that are pretty much the same.
All right, so what do we got going on here with news? Once again, everybody wants to talk about the price, talking about how we're seeing all-time lows. I really don't want to do the price over and over and over again. If anything, I'm going to sit here and tell you to be optimistic, like you guys keep hearing me say this morning, because the price of Bitcoin and the majority of these altcoins that have true fundamental reasons behind it are going to go upwards. But as we sit here and we look at the price of, we look at the cryptocurrency news, what I did pull out today that seemed like it had a little bit of value going on is, you guys probably already heard, but we're looking at Coinbase Pro. It's not the Coinbase app or the regular Coinbase that a lot of people use. It's an additional app or program or whatever, a way to look at Coinbase, where they have more altcoins on there listed for trading. It's more of a trading platform and less of the simple interface where you purchase your Bitcoin at spot market price. They're going to be adding 4 new ERC20 tokens there. They did this yesterday. They did Civic, DirectOX, Loom Network, and Decentraland. I'm not exactly sure what Loom Network is. I'd have to look into that one. But they're going to start trading in 48 hours. So not today, tomorrow. So Sunday, I guess. So I don't know. I guess that would be early morning.
Yes, it's probably China. It's probably when it's like Sunday to Monday at places. Yeah.
So we're going to be continuing to see this. We're going to continue to see Coinbase Pro add more ERC20 tokens and altcoins, especially since they have New York regulatory approval. They're a unicorn company, or were at one point. A lot of people use them. You know, they're not quite like they were. You know, they were the main onboarder into cryptocurrency. Now they're not. Now they're kind of grasping at a few straws in order to be able to continue to make the same, you know, yearly profits that they made last year, especially with this year being such a downward trend. We've seen them come out with they had that high-end service for multimillionaires getting invested into Bitcoin, and then they ended up having to close it up because there was no interest in it.
Yes.
So, I mean, we've seen them going in a lot of different directions, trying to expand themselves. But at the same time, with the price of cryptocurrencies being down, we've seen a lot of people pulling back on their development teams and, you know, the growth that they've been trying to obtain. So, I don't know, as they continue to add coins,
yeah.
I mean, it just puts them into the same category and ranking as far as I'm concerned with a lot of these other exchanges now. They're just becoming the modern day bank. Because, I mean, when you look at cryptocurrency, there's 2 things you're looking for. You're looking for to be able to take your fiat and turn it into Bitcoin, right? And then you're looking to be able to trade your Bitcoin into a variety of different altcoins and ICO tokens and this and that in order to invest or be able to gamble or play your game or, whatever you're trying to do out there in the cryptocurrency universe.
Yeah, I mean,
buy your bad token so you can give it away.
Buy your bats. Well, we have 2 different people in the chat say that they know people who have killed themselves because of the crash. I mean,
money is not everything. I mean, I literally could lose my Bitcoin and lose my job today, and I would still be happy that I have a wonderful roof over my head and that I have Samantha by my side, and that my family loves me.
There's a lot more.
You can always find a way to. The only thing you really need in life is air and water, and both of those are free.
I mean, if you're really feeling those kinds of things, talk to somebody about it. I mean,
yes.
You have to have someone. No one in this world literally is completely alone. So
I don't know. I guess I'm not really the emotional type of person. I always had the tough upbringing. You're a man, toughen up, get over it, move forward. But yes, I guess if you are struggling, I know with this modern age, social media plays a big part in it. I know that I try not to look at it first thing in the morning because it can manipulate your thoughts.
Yeah.
Or start stimulating thoughts that you're not wanting to propagate in the morning, like dead relatives, old friends, things like that. So if you are feeling sad and having trouble dealing and coping with your losses, please talk to somebody. I'm not a professional in any way, so please, I'm not necessarily the person to reach out to, but I would talk to you if you were feeling a little down and for some reason you want to talk to me. I would never turn anybody away ever.
Bitcoin's not going to die.
Yeah, it's good. You can pull up how many websites they'll tell you that Bitcoins have died over and over again. And it's not dead. It's just a slump. It's just a downward trend. A year or two from now, and you'll definitely be looking at a completely different Bitcoin price.
Yeah.
There's no way that it won't be different. It would be impossible to continue this Bitcoin price for another year or two.
Yeah. I really think it has to go up. So.
Okay, so what else we got going on with the news? We're looking at Gemini. They're going to be supporting Bitcoin ABC. They're going to be calling it BCH. So this has a little controversy involved with it, but we've been seeing this one a lot. A lot of people have been taking the ABC as the BCH, like the Bitcoin, and then Satoshi's Vision has been getting the SV after it. They're pretty much saying that they're going to go ahead and open this up, for support and trading and all of that kind of stuff. And that they're going to continue to keep evaluating Satoshi's Vision. So we could see this happening down the pipeline.
Right,
and as we're seeing it take over Bitcoin Cash and the market cap with this irrational market, you never know. We might be seeing Satoshi's Vision at a few other places here soon.
Yeah.
As the demand grows and people want to speculate and think that they're going to make money on this, a lot of these exchanges really don't care. It's just they just want to make sure that no one's going to be able to double spend or rip them off. And as long as that part checks the box, then they could care less because they're making money either way. They're never going to be the ones left holding the bag.
No, especially insured and blah blah and everything else under the sun.
Yeah, because they're collecting their fees in the pairing. So they're collecting their fees in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and Tether usually.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind holding any one of those.
Yeah. I don't know. The Linklevi seemed like they're pretty on top of it. So.
Also, what Samantha has named our twin Frizzle chickens, the Winklevi. So do we got anything more in the chat as I move into the last article of news?
No, not really. We have Crypto Shrugged Author here.
Nice. Thanks for coming out, buddy.
We have KM. We're going to just go with KM.
All right.
I feel like such an idiot. Bitcoin dropping from 15 in 2017 to 2K now. I should have pulled out in 2017, but I am not. Wow. I invested 3,000. Now I've got nothing. I am a greedy idiot. That is a hard. I don't know.
I don't know. We talked about this one last night slightly, right?
Yes.
It is a matter of you live and you learn. Yes, some of us should have taken more profit during the high, but we thought it was going to go higher. we thought that we would see 50, 60, $70,000 for a Bitcoin, and we didn't. And the downturn was fairly quick, and then we've been continuing to see it go downwards all year. And I guess, I mean, personally, I didn't expect to see 33 going to 3. So, I mean, we're all kicking ourselves a little bit. So don't feel bad, buddy. I mean, you're in the group with the rest of us. Everybody is a little disappointed. So you're not alone for sure. And all it is that we have to change our perspective on the situation. Because I keep saying life is a matter of perception. And our perception is we're looking at what we could have had. And we need to change it to what we're going to have. Because yes, you could have cashed out, you spent $3,000, you bought some Bitcoin. Yes, you could have had profit, but what is that $3,000 going to be worth if you continue to keep holding and you hold for another 3 or 4 years?
Andy Anderson says, we're all idiots. Welcome to the club.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to sit around and you want to talk about dollar value and this and that, then yes, I guess right now we're all idiots. But wait 2-3 years and we're all going to be geniuses. Everyone's going to say that we were the smartest.
We are going to be geniuses at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. We're the genius and the idiots all at once.
I know, right? Everybody in your families that have said, oh my God, I don't just stop talking about it. I don't want to hear another great the price. At some point, they're going to be like, genius, crap.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess apparently since we're talking about the price, that's how this last story falls into talking about BitHum, right? The South Korean exchange. We're talking about last year, October, November, daily trading volumes.
They're like always in the news.
I mean, so this has been controversy for a while, and I mean, we're seeing an article pop out about it right now. I don't know if it's necessarily the biggest news, of what's happening. I feel that this is old news that pretty much everybody already knew. We're seeing their trading volume was $1.24 billion, which was a 284% increase month over month.
Huh. That's a little unrealistic, but okay.
Right. And I mean, we were also talking about this at the time. There was a couple of other exchanges and they had wash trading happening and they had all these incentivized programs to bring people that weren't in South Korea to their exchange in order to be able to make BitHum Cash, which was a cryptocurrency that they were giving out, and all sorts of different promotional crap. So we've seen places like CoinMarketCap not listing them as #1, even though they have these high trade volumes. And we're looking at that pretty much a lot of this all happened after the BK Global Consortium went ahead and bought them. So I don't know really what to think about all of this. It's a lot of people are saying that they propped up the price or that they held it up longer because, price and volume have to go hand in hand. And some people are saying that it was good, and some people are saying that it's bad. Some people are saying that they actually caused the manipulation of the price. Some people are saying that they just kept the price over 6,000 longer than what it would have naturally on its own.
Right, they just stalled it out and let it,
I mean, I think this is one of those hindsight's 2020 things. Now that we're here, the price is down. Everyone's looking for news in order to get out here and talk about stuff because, I mean, besides just getting out here and talking about the price and saying that it's going to 0 or whatever, or talking about the price is going back to $1 million, what do you got to talk about? I mean, I know development is happening left and right, but at the same time, we're talking about code. It's not like the kind of development where it's fun and exciting to everybody, and you're like, look at this new interface, and look at this new dApp, and
so it's the boring stuff.
So they're looking backwards, investigating, talking about things that had already happened. I think we might continue to see this as we see the price continuing to slide downward and backwards. There's a lot of hindsight. I
don't know. That's the way the government and the court system and lawsuits and all of the different things in the world. That's the way they work. How you just, all of the famous actors and whatnots that are getting sexual harassment. Oh, one starts and then there's 75 women that are all whoa, that happened too in December of 1984. So, I mean,
we're about to go through that kind of a period or event here in cryptocurrency where I don't think we make any big movements for a month or two, and everybody wants to look backwards and try to analyze everything on why the price went to $20,000 and why we're looking at the price that we're looking at now. And then as soon as we got some sort of rationalization for it, maybe these big players will step in. Maybe February and that ETF will happen. Maybe the BAC will kick off. Maybe the the NASDAQ or somebody else was having the other one.
Yes, I think it was
Fidelity.
Yes.
Look at all of that kind of stuff kicking off, and institutional investors light the fire on all of this. But, you know, I don't know. I'm just a regular guy. I'm going to work. I'm collecting Bitcoin, and I'm going to keep collecting it.
That's what we know.
Yeah, that's what I know. All right. Do we got anything in the chat? If you guys got any questions, comments, please go ahead, pile them up in the chat. That's, of course, why Samantha's here. Besides that, I'm going to go ahead and run through this end spiel so that we can go ahead and wrap this up and get off to work and go make some money today.
Woohoo.
Continue to buy this Bitcoin at the cheap price that we got. As always, I got tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down there below to help you figure out things here in these cryptocurrency markets. Let you look at the block propagators, let you look at the networks, let you look at getting a free transaction on the Bitcoin network. I mean, there's all kinds of tools down there. Those are my personal tools. They're bookmarked on my own browser. I use them as often as I need to. I mean, I don't use all of them every day, but I do use them. Yeah. There's a few faucets down there to help get you collecting that cryptocurrency. With the prices being down, it's a little more than what it used to be. I think I remember at one point they were giving out like 12 Satoshis, and now it's like back up to 50 or something. When I started, it was 500. So, hey, you never know. In the future, those could be like dollars. A Satoshi, $1. Right. I mean, those are a nice way to think about it. Who doesn't want to collect $50 every time you open your browser, right? Right. You just got to hold it long term. That's the hard part. All right, besides all of that, I got all kinds of links to all the different social media I'm on. You got to come over. You got to come follow me on these different social medias. You got to give me the thumbs up, the like, the heart, the whatever it is. On Tribes, I broke 10,000 tokens due to upvotes, and that put me into an apprentice and no longer the novice. So that's a big plus. Thank you very much over there with that, you guys. Besides that, I got donational addresses down below. I know it's hard to give up any of that crypto with these prices. The Tally Fund is the better way to go because that helps everybody spread Bitcoin awareness. And then you can go ahead and feel good about yourself as you also help to spread Bitcoin awareness in this carbon offset kind of situation. Yeah. Anything else, Samantha? No, I think you're good. I think you got everything. Wait. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, 8 a.m. Yeah. You got to hit the notification bell for the evening shows. I can't predict them. Usually they're between 6 and 7. We were out here last night at 7. Yes. I don't know if we'll be out here tomorrow or anything like that. That's why you got to hit the notification bell. If you want to come out here on the show, let me know. Hit me up on the email. Hit me up on the Twitter. We're looking at maybe some guests coming up here soon, right? Yes, hopefully. They know the Fundy AU was saying that as soon as he's all set up and moved up in and whatnot, that he will come back on. I will master the double video thing for you guys. We might actually be able to see his face, you know. All right. What's going on in the chat? Anything at all, Samantha? No, everybody just saying thanks and, you know, great video. Have a good day. All of those lovelies. You guys. Stay positive. Remember, it's always based on perspective, and keep your BTC safe. Bye, guys.